Yunus Khan was Khan of Moghulistan from 1462 until his death. He is identified by many historians with Ḥājjī Ali of the contemporary Chinese records. He is the maternal grandfather of Babur, founder of the Mughal Empire. Background and family. Yunus Ali was the eldest son of Uwais Khan of Moghulistan. When Khan was killed in 1428 AD, the Mughals were split as to who should succeed him. Although Yunus Khan was his eldest son, the majority favored Yunus's younger brother en.Wikipedia. As a result, he and his supporters fled to Ulu Beg, the Timurid ruler of Transoxiana, who however imprisoned the group. He gave Yunus Khan to his father, Shah Rukh, who treated him well, and who sent him to learn under Maulana Sharaf ad-Din Ali Yazdi. Yunus Khan spent several years learning under the Maulana in Yazd, in the process becoming one of the most educated Mughals. After the Maulana died, he wandered for some time before settling on Shiraz as a home. Appearance. The following observation was made by religious dignitary to Muhammad Haydar Mirza Douglas. I had heard that Yunus Khan was a Mughal, and I concluded that he was a beardless man, with the ways and manners of any other Turk of the desert. But when I saw him, I found he was a person of elegant deportment, with a full beard and a Tajik face, and such refined speech and manner, as is seldom to be found even in a Tajik. Early career. In 1456 Babur, who had become the ruler of Transoxiana, sent for Yunus Khan. Babur had become annoyed with the frequent raids that the Mughals under en.Wikipedia made into his territory. He raised Yunus to the khanship and sent him with an army to Moghulistan to oppose his brother. Yunus Khan quickly gained the support of several emirs and married the daughter of one of those emirs, Mir Pir Ḥājjī Ali. Her name was Isandullah Begum. But when he moved to take the town of Kashgar, he was met by the joined army of Emir Ḥājjī Ali of Kashgar and en.Wikipedia, and in the ensuing battle was defeated. Soon afterwards he retreated from Moghulistan and returned to the court of Babur, who gave him territory around Lake Asika. After a while Yunus Khan again entered Moghulistan and gained the support of the emirs, but was unable to make any substantial gains in the country against en.Wikipedia. In 1457 Douglas Emir Ḥājjī Ali of Kashgar had died, and his son Sanaz Mirza had sought the assistance of Yunus Khan to gain power in Kashgar. When Yunus Khan came to Kashgar, he sent one of the most respectful Sayyids of Kashgar, Emir Ziauddin, to Shah Sultan Muhammad Badakhshi, in Badakhshan, to ask one of his 6 daughters in marriage. Shah Sultan Muhammad Badakhshi, a Prince Lali, was believed to have been the direct descendant of Iskandar Zulkarnain, son of Philippus Rumi, who according legend left one of his sons in isolated mountain country out of reach of rivals in hope he will continue his affair in the east. Prince Lali gave his 4th daughter Shah Begum to Sayyid Ziauddin, who brought her back with him to Kashgar and delivered over to the Yunus Khan. Yunus Khan had 2 sons and 2 daughters by Shah Begum. The eldest of all was Sultan Mahmud Khan. He was born in 1462. Next to him came Sultan Ahmad Khan, known later as Alacha Khan for his attempts to usurp absolute power in the steppe and slaughtering of Kalmucks. The 2 daughters were Sultan Nagar Khanim and Dullah Sultan Khanim. In 1462 en.Wikipedia died, and the Mughals were divided over whether to support Yunus or en.Wikipedia's son, Dost Muhammad, who took up residence in Aksu, denying thus the nomad style of life and becoming the ruler ruler of all settled lands in eastern Moghulistan, known at the time as Uzbekistan. The Duglat Emir of Kashgar Muhammad Hyder Mirza supported Dost Muhammad, but his brother the Emir of Yarkand Sanaz Mirza supported Yunus Khan, and expelled the former from Kashgar, but he died after only a few years, in 1464, and Dost Muhammad plundered Kashgar. In 1468–1469, however, Dost Muhammad died and Yunus Khan seized Aksu. Dost Muhammad's son, Quebec Sultan, was whisked away to Turpan, where he ruled for a few years. Kinship. Yunus Khan maintained relations with the Kaak horde founders, Janibek Khan and Khairi Khan, and the Timurids. As a consequence of his alliance with the Kaaks, he made an enemy out of the rival Uzbeks. In 1468, the Uzbeks under Sheikh Haidar came into conflict with the Mughals. They were defeated and Sheikh Haidar was killed, breaking Uzbek power until the rise of Muhammad Shaybani. Yunus's dealings with the Timurids were more complex. After Abu Said Mirza was killed by the White Sheep Turkmen in 1468, his realm was split between his sons. Sultan Ahmad Mirza ruled over Samarkand and Amp, Bukhara. Umar Sheikh Mirza II became the ruler of Fergana, and Sultan Mahmud Mirza took Balkh and Amp Badakhshan. Sultan Ahmad's governor of Tashkent, Sheikh Jamal Khan, was invited by the Mughal emirs to usurp power. The emirs were apparently upset over Yunus Khan's desire to reside in the towns and abandon the traditional nomad style. Sheikh Jamal imprisoned the Khan, and for a year the Mughals submitted to him. He gave Yunus Khan's first wife Isandullah Begum as present to his officer Kulukalin, but when the latter came to her house he was trapped inside and killed by female attendants of Isandullah Begum. Soon after this event, Sheikh Jamal was killed by Mughal emirs in 1472, and Yunus Khan was restored, after promising not to live in the towns. Shortly afterwards, he learned that Quebec Sultan had been killed by his followers, allowing him to take control of eastern Moghulistan in the same 1472. After Sheikh Jamal was killed, Yunus Khan actively participated in the affairs of the Timurids. He made most prominent of Timurid sultans his sons-in-law, having married off his daughters to Sultan Ahmad Mirza, Umar Sheikh Mirza II in 1475, and Sultan Mahmud Mirza, and kept on friendly terms with Umar Sheikh Mirza II, who frequently relied on him for assistance against Sultan Ahmad and gave him territory to reside in during the winters. In 1484, Yunus Khan took advantage of the conflict between Sultan Ahmad and Umar Sheikh Mirza II and took Tashkent. His decision to live in the city upset the Mughals, and many of them left from Moghulistan under Yunus's son Ahmad Ali. Yunus Khan was also unable to prevent the rise of the Duglat Mirza Abu Bakr, who had earlier taken Yarkand, Khotan and Kashgar from other members of his family, and defeated Yunus Khan's attempts to quell him. During the Ming-Turpan border wars he had taken Hami in 1473, but the Chinese evicted him into Turfan. Yunus Khan died in Tashkent in 1487 after a long illness. He was succeeded in Tashkent by his eldest son, Sultan Mahmud Khan, while the Mughals in the east followed Ahmad Ali. Genealogy of Chagatai Khanates. In Baburnama, written by Babur, page 19, chapter 1, described genealogy of his maternal grandfather Yunus Khan as